Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 vs 1 on Sugar Oasis. Playing on southern side as the Sisters of Battle, we've got Nameless. And playing on northern side as the Chaos Space Marines, we've got Nascent. Nascent will be opening with quadruple cultist squads, a Chaos Armory and a Plasma Generator. Whereas Nameless is going to go for a couple of missionaries, a Pristine Sanctuary, Depths Convent, and a Plasma Generator as his opening. So here we are, Sugar Oasis. Don't get to see this map normally. There's a bunch of lanes going down left, right, and centre. With the centre, lots of heavy cover to make sure there's some interesting engagements. And I mean, I suppose we've got some light cover here. A bit deceptive. You'd think it'd been all negative cover, but no. Narrow alleyways to go down for traversal purposes, if traversal is even a word. But yes, the standard openings for both players. Chaos Armory going into, I assume, yeah, there we go, some grenade launchers for Nascent. And then I assume you are, yes, Seraphim squads to go around and cause some mischief and mayhem. To be fair, there's lots of bits to jump over, and there's quite a lot of terrain to traverse. I'm going to see a heavy bolter turret straight up on the front side from the centre to cover the strategic points on his southern side. So that's good. That's basically like a 2-for-1 kind of dealie right there. And yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw these players. I know that I've seen these players play in the past, whether it was against each other or whether it was against other people. But my memory is not all that good today. I'm a little bit hungover, so the words are going to be slurring. The mind is not going to be quite ticking over as it normally does. But then again, I mean, when does it normally tick over in a normal way? The Seraphims, baby, they're coming out, and they are looking for some cultists to go up against. Now, the cultists will be able to knock these guys around with their grenade launchers. But I mean, the Seraphims will also be able to do a lot of damage against the cultists, because they're quite weedy. Not exactly the beefiest boys on the planet. Jumping straight over here into the negative cover. And then deciding, nope, we don't like this, because, I mean, what was that? One volley of grenade launchers, and already a sizable amount of health being taken away from these guys. Taking out that heretic, prevent them from building up anything else. It's all about economy denial. You're going to be really, really careful with where they are and what engagements they go for, because these cultists are going to be absolutely smashing these guys down to a piece. Now, if Nameless knew that Nascent was going to go for the cultist grenade launcher opening, might be an idea to go for the Sisters of Battle actual squads into the Inferno, or whatever you call it, the fire grenades, those things, because that does do a lot of damage against these guys, and they'll be able to resist those grenade launchers. But to be fair, the Sisters, the two best openings are the Seraphims, and then going into a Canoness with the Inferno pistol. You can never really go wrong with this. I don't think there's any kind of matchup where the Seraphims aren't good as an opening in general anyway. So plenty of cultists scared people away, although the Seraphims have managed to deny just a little bit of economy for a little while. This listing post on the left-hand side is now being finished up. I'm going to go for a Plasma Generator on the front lines next to this heavy bolter turret, which will keep them safe and sound. Safe as houses, some would describe it. And we're only going to go for one squad of Seraphims. That is questionable. Only just one? I suppose, yeah, if you know that they've gone for cultist grenade launchers, no point wasting any money on going for extra. And if you keep on poking and prodding on the flanks and stuff, that will prevent them from going towards your base and bashing stuff. So, you know, may as well just see if you can take up into Tier 2. Nice and quick. And then, what? Celestians? That'd probably be the way forward, wouldn't it? Second Plasma Generator on the go for Nascent, as he's just playing defense here. He's just trying to keep all these lanes nice and safe if these guys go for any shenanigans. There's a nice defensive map as well. You know, it's not like large opening things where you've got to, you know, make sure that all of it's defended. No, you've only really got 3 choke points to make sure that you've got all you know, covered. Listing posts been upgraded. And, yeah, so Seraphims are not going to be getting through anything anytime soon. Double Plasma Generators, current economy is 98 and 10 compared to 98 and 30. And if, I mean, we're seeing that he's got the green money ready for taking up into Tier 2, but spending all his money on making sure that his listing posts are being upgraded and stuff. So delaying his Tier 2 for a stronger economy makes sense. After all, even if the Sisters take up into Tier 2 like they are doing now, and the Celestians do come online, the grenade launchers will still be able to beat them back somewhat if they make smart use of this heavy cover and fall back to the listing posts. Ideally, you want to have something a bit more substantial when the Celestians come online. I mean, standard practice is you go cultist grenades into Defilers, which, I mean, if you're going up against Sisters of Battle and you know that the Celestians are on their way, then maybe not. Maybe go for something else rather than vehicles. I mean, what would that be? That would just be regular Chaos Space Marines. Maybe go for a Sorcerer. There we go, tier 2 on the way for both players. Chaos Space Marines point blank refusing to leave their base.
Victory countdown.
And what are we seeing? We are seeing some War Gear, Blessed Ammunition for more ranged damage. We're also trying to just see if they can get out on the right-hand side. They've seen the critical location. We'll try and go for decap on it. Surfin's now seeing an opportunity to get a couple of deaths in here. Notice these ones, though, I quite like this. They've got no grenade launchers, so this squad being sacrificed to pull these Surfins into a less than ideal situation. You know, they've got nothing special on them, so not a major problem. Also grenade launchers now firing into the Surfins. And seems to actually do a little bit more damage to themselves rather than anything else. And no Surfin's dead. Even this one that looks like she was going to die, narrowly surviving on a sliver of health. So one squad wipe there, but they've still got 3 Chaos Cultists. And you have got grenade launchers on all these lads as well. And the machine pit, interesting. Yeah, I don't think that the idea would be to go for vehicles against these guys. Now going for the Blessed Armor as well, so increased range damage and armor and stuff. Celestian Veteran Superior. And I'm running on the assumption that you've also got those Inferno pistols. Do you have your... Hold on, let me see if I can spot them. Where are you? Yes, you have got your Inferno pistol. You quite like the aesthetics of that pistol. It's very medieval. Yeah, those Inferno pistols, really, really strong upgrade. Remarkable accuracy on the move. Got the laying of hands on the Celestians to keep them alive and well. Surfins looking like that they were going to get involved in close combat, but no, everyone just wants to get inside this heavy cover to avoid all this damage coming in from the grenade launchers. Another squad wipe on the cultists here. And here comes the Defiler. I suppose one thing you could do with the Defiler is keep it on the back foot and use its artillery cannon to blow things up. And I just replaced... Alright, so you're not even going to go for any regular infantry, just sticking to those cultists as long as humanly possible. There's a Rhino transport. And the Chaos Space Marines might need to get one themselves just to keep on top of the maneuverability of the Sisters of Battle. We do have the Celestians... Oh, sorry, the Seraphims on the right-hand side. Looking like they're going to be up something. So, 2-pronged attack, potentially. Upgrade listing post is down and out for the count. The cultists coming in left, right, and centre. Attempting to pop down another listing post, but I don't think it's wise. Or they're just keeping that there just to prevent them from decapping and recapping it. There's a Chaos Sorcerer, and if they can get him in close combat and get those Chains of Torment on them, that'll do them an amazing bit of stuff there. Look at this, just 3 or 4 ladies taking loads of damage. I mean, granted, you know, they're probably time for them to go home now. Missionaries has died, so they've been unable to see these infiltrated cultists. Well, get out of there. Save your soul. I mean, so, do you mind? Get out my way, Chaos Cultists. Trying to obey the rules of the road here. In the grim darkness of the far future, there's no traffic conduct. Sacrificial Circle for a horror squad. And we've got some mines. And oh dear, another Rhino transport. And another squad of Celestians. Double Multi Melters and Melter guns. So these guys are going to try and, I assume, just politely ignore the Chaos Cultists. And just try and bash as much of the buildings and economy as humanly possible. One Defiler just being a bit of a nuisance. Firing as much artillery as his little cannon can. It's called a cannon, not a canton, so you've got to believe in the work ethic of these guys. And transport ready to deposit some Celestians. Well, there's not many of them. There's only 2. Try and throw a melter bomb. Here comes another Rhino transport. Quite low on health at the moment. And the Horus... Oh, that's a lot of damage incoming here. One Celestian squad will be able to do a lot of damage to a Defiler, but... I mean, there's plenty more where they came from. Yeah, just constantly building them. Relatively speaking, if you've got 4 plasma generators, you've got these on auto build, by the time one's finished building, you've then basically got the amount of green money available to build up another one, so... You are able to throw these away somewhat. Down in the centre, the cultists are causing some issues. Chaos Sorcerer has been bonked purely because he's really the only target that they can go for. Definitely need some more missionaries on the go, but we're not seeing anything at the moment. Just to be able to spot these sneaky chaps. So they're heavy cover as well for defensive reasons. It does seem that the Rhino transports are all deaded. And one singular missionary burnt to a crisp. Can't imagine anything worse. You've got your shoes that are wet, and then just above the water, burned alive. Not a happy time for anyone. So that's so they've managed to survive two almost full squads. You've got to bear in mind that these guys are quite expensive to reinforce. 45 blue, which is relatively cheap, but 10 green. That's not a great situation. Melter guns there, 15 blue and 5 green. That's quite a cheap upgrade considering what kind of damage that lays out. Listing post on the southern side has been taken out, and another listing post open for the pickings. Seraphins activating their angelic visage, throwing down a bomb towards the listing post. I think this is an engagement that they want to take there. Does seem like there's a potential for a base trade from both sides. I do believe that Nascent has got the lion's share of the DPS when it comes to base trading potential. But I mean, you know, never kick a sister while she's down. Attacking on two fronts here. Got some cultist squads coming back home. The problem is that there's not much maneuverability when it comes to the Chaos Space Marines unit composition here. They've not gone for any runners whatsoever. So, I mean, they've got basically two forces going on. Going to try and defend with. Rather throw some more ordnance. But 3 listing posts about to be lost. And decaps as well. The sisters, I don't think, yeah, they're not going to go for full-blown base trade. They've came in, they've done the economic damage. Now they're going to come home and see if they can defend half and home, I imagine. I'm just trying to do what they can, but they're being beaten back by this one dude here. Laying of hands upon himself. Going to stay alive for as long as possible. Does die, but has managed to also save this listing post. Rhino comes on over, gets blown up. Oh, we've got Penitent Engine. Absolutely love this unit. Comes out stupidly fast for a Dreadnought, and just insane amounts of close combat damage. Being set to range stance just to use their flamethrowers against the demons. Very nice attention to detail right there. Still no infiltration detection. The Penitent Engine will have to leave home, start bashing the Defilers. That was quite, you know, handy in close combat, but I imagine the Penitent Engine do more damage? No, just basically the same amount of damage output. But when being spotted by Celestians, not a bad shout, all things considered. So coming out at the moment, the economies then are 85 and 79 compared to 98 and 79. So relatively still even economies. Space Marines have upgraded their listing post to tier 3 here. So that does save them some economy. But they will have to spend some of their cultists recapping. Yeah, nothing in the base being captured at the moment. So I don't think they've got the economy to really start replacing all these Defilers that they keep on losing. Another Hell Talon, which is interesting. Is that just to counter the Penitent Engine? Also keeping on top of the Celestians. In fact, oh right, you've gone for your upgrade, where you're able to inflict poison damage with your infantry attack thing. Not a bad idea. Damage over time. Gives you another thing. Oh dear. I mean, throwing down some plasma generators in an attempt to prevent the Penitent Engine from retreating. But the Seraphins trying to capture the relic on the right-hand side. And the engine, no way for him to survive at the moment. We do have a lightning fighter, which I think will be able to take on the Hell Talon. Both of them are quite handy at, you know, controlling the air. A faster firing rate from the lightning fighter will force him backwards. Cultists being spotted by the missionary, but the missionary is just too busy trying to decap the strategic point. Tempted to rebuild their bits and bobs. Are you rebuilding over here? Yes, you are. Also going to go for a Demon Pit. So tier 3 for the Chaos Space Marines. Are we in tier 3 for you? I assume so, question mark. You've got pointy bits on your ecclesiarchal chapel. These cutlers aren't going to go anywhere. They've got the Defiler support. One missionary. No, you're not a missionary. You are ecclesiarchal servitor building stuff on the left-hand side. So the time for base trading for the sisters have came and gone. I don't think you've got much in the way of infantry at the moment. No, you're not. Not really. We're going for some more Celestians, but double Penitent engines and lightning fighters. Main thing for them to take into consideration is you've got to take out those horror squads. The engines are doing that with their flamers. One lightning fighter goes down. Celestians have popped. Novo's got a Chaos Predator on the go, so it's not a favourable engagement for the sisters. There's so much going on for the Chaos Space Marines at the moment. We've got the Possessed Squad rolling on down, remarkably good in close combat, and they've also got those flame upgrades as well. So any Celestians will go down pretty quickly if they get into close combat. Chains of Torment being placed on this squad as well, unable to retreat. What's going on? Oh, but Hell's Bells and 1,000 spells. Living Saint comes online. Powerful demon unit, remarkably decent in close combat. When she dies, she comes back because why not? So just when you think the fun's all over, she comes out for another party. And just striking down Defilers as she goes, but even if those Defilers are taken down, the Possessed Squad and the Predator is still making their ways towards the base. And are you going to go for any relic stuff? No, you don't have a relic, do you? You've... Hold on, let me reset my camera. No, you don't at the moment. I don't think, no. So... No. Greater Demon of Khorne to come online and counteract that mischief and mayhem. Also got the Seraphins still alive, doing what they can everywhere else. The Archangel, the Living Saint, just basically breaking down every Defiler that she can. And while the Predator and the Possessed Marines were inside the base, they managed to kill the Manufactorum, but at what cost? We've lost a lot of these Possessed Marines, and they're very expensive at 65 blue and 30 green. You have the money to replace them, not much money. I mean, the economy is quite amazing, but you've got so many things to reinforce here. Blue Raiders have been formed, killing all those Seraphins. They've managed to survive the whole game. Not quite living through that engagement there. Now, you know what? I've never seen the Penitent engines being used in just like a purely ranged kind of stance, but no, I quite like it. Not a terrible idea. Living Saint's been brought down to about half health, but when you think about that, half health is just a quart health. Blue Raiders coming on the left-hand side, but quite risky having them nothing in front. Celestians can just basically engage in close combat. Or even actually these engines just starting right. Give them the old happy slap across the chops. Predator goes down. The sisters, after an amazing engagement from the Chaos Space Marines, seem to be stabilising here. Cultists don't quite have the firepower to take these guys down. Chaos Sorcerer still got his Chains of Torment on cooldown at the moment. Yeah, just that Living Saint turning the tides at the moment. We do have a Demon Prince summoning on the go. Will a Demon Prince be able to go toe-to-toe for Living Saint? She's nearly dead. At the moment, everyone just focusing on every which way. No kind of focus from the Chaos Space Marines at the moment. They're just trying to see if they can stabilise themselves. Laying of hands on the Celestians on the left-hand side, keeping them alive and well. Got some more coming in. And even though these guys have been upgraded out the wazoo with their weapons, some of them have not. You see a lot of newer players, when they get their Celestians out, they'll instantly go for all their upgrades. If you're not leaving them unupgraded for a little while, it's not a terrible idea. They're just basically super-duper infantry units with heavy bolters. Well, not heavy bolters, just regular bolters. Here she comes, she's back. She's online. She's ready to smash some more things up. Them to get more Defilers. These poor Obliterators have been chased around by the Penitent engine here. And there is the Demon Prince. He just needs to get some damage in there. He's basically the last hope for the Chaos Space Marines, turning some sisters into warp mints. And does so much damage to lightly armoured and infantry units, but essentially, imagine the Demon Prince is someone who basically wants to bully people who's a lot smaller than him. Now, going up against someone his size, that's not an ideal situation for him. And he's been moved back into the Shadow Realm. Warp personal teleporters for the Obliterators on the way, but yeah, these lads have not been able to really get any kind of use from them. There we go, that's basically, unless of course these Possessed Squads can do anything about it. Charging left, right and centre. We do still have some cultists somewhere, question mark. I think they're all dead actually. So nearly getting there, to be honest. The cultist Defiler opening, showing how strong it could be in Tier 2 when they get all the pieces in place. And then transitioning over to Possessed Squads and Obliterators. But yeah, I think no, just lack of economy from that engagement towards the end did them in. And the Sisters been able to re-establish their fighting forces after that push. I mean, yeah, okay, they lost their Manufactorum, but Living Saint, you know, just what a hero. Comes online and then just basically kills all the Defilers. And it's basically some fan fiction, isn't it? It's like Chaos Space Marines are going to win, but no, we've got a Deus Ex Machina coming in, flaming flames and doing all that stuff. So yes, cheers boys and girls for watching at home, and if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week, and there's also Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. Mine's been Mr. Landshark, pleasure's always never short, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.